Generals, welcome to another exciting episode of the Ministry of Silly Talk podcast. Don't forget, this episode is brought to you by Shirt Caviar. Visit shirtcaviar.com and save 10% on your order today. Shirt Caviar, shirt yourself all the way down to your pants.
And hit us up on the hotline, 847-665-9238. Call, text, leave a message. Get involved with the cast, people.
Like, comment, subscribe on YouTube, and audio available where you get podcasts.
He's Graham, I'm Josh. Hit it.
This is the Ministry of Silly Talk.
Silly Talk. Ministry of Silly Talk.
This is the ministry.
This is the Ministry of
Silly Talk. This is the ministry of Silly Talk.
Thank you for listening to my daddy's stupid podcast. And remember, his head is full of doo-doo, so don't listen to anything he says.
That's very funny.
Well, it says it in the intro. My head is full of doo-doo. Welcome back, everybody. Hey, we're back. And it's actually a bittersweet day around here. I know both of our listeners have been suffering in some respects through this, hopefully being entertained, but we have finally...
We got into Tiger Moose, people.
We've crested the hill on finally finishing John McSweeney's Total Self-Defense.
It's total.
And at the end of last week, we did tease the final segment of the video series, I'm assuming, because he teaches you...
Well, let's do a small recap.
Yeah, go ahead.
You come in learning basic, footwork, maybe a little bit of windmill action, blocking.
Yeah, the athletic stance.
Athletic stance, of course.
Yep.
And then you learn some basic striking, some throat punches, maybe a chop. Then he transitions into some knife work.
Yeah.
Some point shooting.
Yeah.
There's some hip kicking.
Yep, specific.
Yeah. That's the only thing he can kick is towards your hip.
Yeah, at the
towards
highest.
your hip.
Yeah.
More of the medium thigh area is his specialty. But hey,
the kicks are definitely designed just to
hey,
while he sucker
pulls
punches
his gun
you.
out.
Yeah.
While he point shoots you to death
Yeah.
within 5 feet. 100% of gunfights happen within 12 yards. Apparently.
Yeah, we also, you can't forget
I
the
guess
statistics.
snipers
he's
do not
got.
exist.
No. Well, and he just, he's got a lot of statistics.
He is the authority, though. He wrote for magazines.
On this information, but it has been a journey. And if you haven't seen it, I encourage you to go back. But McSweeney has dominated the second half of podcasts to this point. Excuse me. For months.
And just in case you're a first half watcher, guess what?
Yeah.
You get some McSweeney in your life.
Yeah, right now.
Right now.
We don't have...
we're bringing the meat. We're bringing the heat here. We both have had access to these videos. He's had full access. I've seen him on my feed.
Yep.
Because, the phones spy on you. So I've seen him on my feed literally, and I have not clicked.
No, we've been very diligent.
I have avoided them on purpose because I want to see in real time these tiger moves.
To maintain the integrity of this program, I have avoided looking at any of the tiger moves because tiger moves put a bow on it. Like you said, he's taught you about like some basic physical self-defense, punching, striking, throat punching, sucker punching,
caressing your
gently caressing your assistant, Paul.
Yes.
Shout out to Paul.
Thanking him.
Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you, Paul. I would never hurt you.
Your sexy mustache and your flair. I don't think that one gets enough shine.
No, we do need to use it. Actually, yeah, that is another song we do need to use. But but in true sensei style, and it is total self-defense. He also, as you know, you have to train and you have to stay physically fit in order to defend yourself because these moves aren't going to work as well if you're not working on your strength. So the end of the video, as far as we can tell, is him teaching us how to strengthen. And I did make a promise that...
Is this a because we don't know, and this is great.
Yeah.
Is this a calisthenic or is this like almost like a kung fu extra on top of what he's already taught us?
I'm excited to
style.
find out.
Yeah.
I'm super excited to find out.
Chomping at the bit.
And as I mentioned on the last podcast, this is going 2 podcasts ago. This is going to now be part of my regiment of exercise. I am going to do tiger moves for at least a month.
Okay, wait.
And see.
Wait. At the break, we're both, and this may be embarrassing, we're both going to weigh in.
No.
You can keep it to yourself. But we're going to weigh in, and we're going to tiger move
for a month.
And
see how we
and
hit.
Report. And next week, we'll report. Next week, report.
The number is a secret.
That's fine. I'm just saying, and let's see if these tiger moves.
No, definitely. But see, it's not even necessarily a weight thing. I'm saying, like, how we feeling? How you looking? Are you how you tightening it up? I don't even necessarily know that the weight.
Are you feeling more spry? Yeah, the weight. We'll leave the weight out of it. That's fine. Hey, and muscle weighs more, so when you're developing these tiger moves,
that's my thing. Is as I get
as
jacked,
you build this muscle,
as I get
those
super
numbers
jacked,
are gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it's gonna seem like I'm gaining weight, but really I'm gonna be getting jacked.
In the jacking phase.
Yeah. Ooh. Always.
Tiger move.
Yeah. But anyway, we've spent a lot of time on that. But yeah, as I promised, though, I'm going to check out these tiger moves, and I'll consult a physician, and if everything is above board, this is going to be my new training regimen. But this is what caps off the whole thing.
That's what we're waiting for.
We've been dying for this, and to John McSweeney's credit, he's like, I showed you how to do all this. Now you need to be.
Here you go.
You need to tighten it up.
Let's push it to the limit.
And in this bittersweet day, it's time to wrap up John McSweeney's Total Self-Defense.
This was released in 91.
91,
right around the
yep.
time of Rocky 2.
Oh.
Or no, that was Rocky 4.
I don't have any idea. Here we go, tiger moves. I do need to turn this music down, though, because this guy's already hit me. All right, here we go. Try not to laugh into the microphone.
Beauty. Look at that powerful body. Strength, grace, magnificent form. How does the tiger manage to keep himself at the peak of physical fitness for his entire life? He doesn't
By
lift
flexing
weights,
his neck.
work.
This has been worth the wait already.
You see how hard he's flexing
doing
his
his arms. Yeah, this is already worth
it.
the wait, and we haven't seen it. This
the way
is
he's
sight
transitioning
unseen
from tiger
to himself.
Sweeney.
Oh man!
Machines, perform calisthenics or aerobics, and he doesn't jog. Yet he can tear the head off a man.
He's a tiger, man.
He's a 700-pound tiger.
He's a tiger. He's a different thing.
He's like, McSweeney says he doesn't jog yet. He can tear the head off a man.
Right, because he's a tiger.
Well, I just never thought of, but also I never thought of jogging being the prerequisite of tearing a man's head off.
No, definitely. That is actually
I usually think of guys who can tear men's head off as not doing a lot of jogging.
No, yeah, probably not big on... Dude, this is like being like... You ever notice how it's hard to swim? Well, what if you trained like a shark?
His power comes from his own exercise system, far different from man's,
Walking?
and also far superior.
Oh my God.
It is the ultimate
This is
exercise
amazing.
system, which I call Tiger Moves. The tiger follows a training system which does no harm to his body, is highly efficient, conserves energy, and to top it all, is very simple.
Where did
To
you get
exercise, the tiger does nothing more than stretch with great tension.
He's videotaping a tiger in a zoo too that's pacing back and forth like, what's happened to my life? It's a tiger, bro. It's genetically nimble and strong and huge and equipped with the machinery of nature. Millions and millions of years of natural selection turned him into that.
Wait a second. If we didn't have a car and we had to hunt down everything we ate, me and you both, Humpty Dumpty looking would be looking like tigers. Okay? We would be shredded.
Except for we would look like humans who were doing that, not like tigers.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, we would have this still.
But that's a tiger, and he's talking about the tiger's training regimen as if it's going to the gym.
Like it's crossing them off on the
right. Yeah. Oh,
lat pulls.
Yeah, it's weird. This is amazing.
Every time he changes posture or when he paces. The inner resistance he uses is so powerful, it actually builds muscles. Simple, isn't it? Not only simple, but highly efficient.
And totally inaccurate.
Could it be the fact that he weighs 400 pounds? I mean, what are you talking about?
When man sets about to improve his health and physical fitness through exercise, he devises systems which lack the simple wisdom of...
Bro, he hates competition karate, and now he's about to take a shot at exercise. He's about to take a shot at exercise. Make sure you talk into the microphone.
He's about to destroy gyms.
Yeah, it's over.
The tiger. You yourself may have noticed that many of the exercise methods you've tried have done more harm than good. For example, take exercise machines. These machines can't accommodate all body types. So instead of working proper muscles as intended, the weight and pressure is put on the joints of the non-average sized person, resulting in joint injuries and tendonitis problems.
The non-average
The
size
clean
person,
and
what does
jerk
that mean?
movement of free weights uses momentum. This stresses joints at the jerk point because the movement is not smooth, it's jerky. Free weights build muscles all right, but over time, they wear out joints. Yes, aerobics may have made exercise more fun.
I'm going to ask you to look at this image of the people in the aerobics class and point to the gentleman in the back. Possibly
Just
Paul?
saw-
Possibly Paul?
That might be Paul. I don't know. He's
But
not
only
very
at the
tall.
expense of the knees, ankles, feet, and lower back. Low-impact aerobics has far less injuries than high-impact, as does belly dancing. With
What?
its smooth and
Where
completely
did this
natural
come from?
moves.
Get out of here.
Running, especially if done
This video has been filled with questionable information.
And choices.
Yeah, talking to the microphone. I have yet to question as much of anything he said as where he's going with this, where he's like, exercising is stupid. Check
And
this
then
out.
he's like, do belly dancing instead.
Yeah, and I'm a tiger.
regularly over long
That belly dancing came out of
Nowhere, dude. That was left field.
distances, harms joints and bones, and expends energy far in excess of the body's ability to recuperate.
And for anybody listening, I'm not trying to be a dick to Josh when I tell him to talk into the microphone. It's just that we're used to like talking, so it like will fade away. I just am trying to keep because the audio is already somewhat spotty on this program. But I just wanted to make sure you guys could hear all of Josh's awesome musings. And this is gonna be a doozy.
Yeah, well, dude, he's literally telling us that normal traditional exercise, no good.
No. And
Jogging, no good.
you can't rip a man's head off if you're just out here jogging all
You're
the
jogging,
time.
you're just hurting your joints.
Walking
You're gonna be
is
like
a
a
far
tiger.
better exercise than running. It is great for working the cardiovascular system, the abdomen, and the legs without the pounding injuries to the joints and bones. Also, beware of calisthenics' deep knee bends that hyperextend and thus harm the knee joints, chin-ups that damage muscle fibers in the shoulders, and sit-ups that can harm the lower back.
I gotta say, when he's talking about exercise, speaking my language,
Yeah,
don't
well,
try
of
to.
course.
Don't try.
Yeah, just don't.
Don't
Yeah.
do hard stuff.
No, just when you're walking around, tense up. Like
Yeah, I think that's where we're going, and
That's exactly where he's going.
I'm gonna let this rock
Okay.
a little bit more. But we've got the intro now.
He's about to tell us to walk around town like a damn transformer and like your RoboCop. Yeah, like-
But he doesn't hit like a robot.
Tiger moves. The best and most natural exercise system man can use. I'm John McSweeney,
Are you?
and I'm going to cover 7 of these basic tiger moves.
Why does he have to have
They
his
give you
shirt off? I don't
symmetry of
understand,
physique,
though, dude.
Power, strength.
He
and
couldn't
keep
do
you
this with
healthy.
the white polo?
The seven
He's got his shirt off, and he's talking about physique. We see you, bro.
Yeah.
moves are the barrel squeeze,
The barrel chest.
shoulder
I
roll,
like it.
the wrist twist, the high reach, the pull down, the stomach roll, and the knee bend. We'll cover all 7 of
These
these
are gonna
tiger
be
moves
very
in detail.
This is going to be awesome, too.
First tiger move is the barrel squeeze. Step forward with the left foot forward, left knee bent. Right knee is flexed. This is the stance that you should do half of the moves in. So you do 1 set of moves, 10 repetitions per set, with the left foot forward. Then alternate for the next set of moves of 10
I don't think this is ever intended for anyone but Paul, maybe.
This for Paul.
This was for personal Paul's self-defense.
This was just Paul's.
Paul got his ass whooped one night
Yeah.
getting off the subway, and McSweeney wasn't having it.
Yeah, he was like, you know what you need to do is work out more. And I think
No, work out less and start moving like a damn tiger, and you won't get attacked.
facts. And also he I saw he mentioned the stomach roll coming. So now we're talking about belly dancing is starting to come into focus.
Oh no,
Belly dancing has been adopted into this system.
that's why. Oh, okay.
Right knee
more.
Yeah.
This is better than I could have ever imagined.
I
Area.
had no idea what we were getting
The
into.
left leg is also tense. It's straight back. We call this the bow and arrow, front bow and arrow stance. So put tension in the legs in these
I
stances.
don't understand why
so
his
you
shirt's.
alternate right lead and left lead.
Wrap my mind around it.
He's shirtless and in the tiny shorts as if we're going to be seeing like, and this is how you work this muscle group,
Well, I was about to
right?
say-
But he looks like a guy at the bar.
He's not Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Right.
like, where you can see the striations
No.
and see what's doing what. Like,
And I'm pretty sure he's already told us about how stupid bodybuilding is.
well,
So
when you have a body like that, you don't need to build a damn thing.
Do 10 reps with the right leg forward.
Just a
then you do
rapport
the
with
next
Paul.
10 reps with the left leg forward to change the stance so that the lead leg always has more tension in it and you're working some of the muscles in there like the quadriceps. Balance the body, hands in front,
Barrel
palms
squeeze.
face each other. Move back slowly using
Open
great
your
tension.
arms.
using great tension.
Then move forward using great tension until the beginning position. Inhale on the way back. Exhale forward.
This is amazing.
Inhale back.
This is
No, this is great.
this
I mean,
is
Exhale
I couldn't
forward.
have even imagined how amazing this was going to be.
Use great tension.
Oh, I will. I'm going to be doing this every day.
every day.
Probably wearing a shirt. To be fair,
No, I mean,
until I
Inhale
get
back
until I
with
get ripped
tension.
like he is.
well, until you start looking like a damn tiger.
Yeah, exactly.
Exhale forward. Side view.
They zoom in on his weird nipple.
Okay, hey, push his chest out. That's
Back
awesome, man. Back to that back. Ronnie Coleman, eat your heart out.
Go, yeah. Oh boy.
The important thing about this move is to move with great tension. Weightlifting uses external resistance to build muscle fiber. The principle of the tiger move is to build muscle fiber using internal resistance. So it's not stretching like a yawning stretch, a soft stretch. The secret is tension. So again, hands in front, palms face each other. Inhale back.
Oh, bro, we know.
He's milking this time.
Flex the back muscles.
No, he's really
Hold
bringing
it for
it.
the
wanting
count
to
of
show
1
that
1,000.
chest.
Come
That's
forward.
what he's You want to show
Now
you how it
flex the-
flexes.
That zoom in on his chest is like it's like Adult Swim or so. It's like Tim and Eric
It's
level. Like,
absurd,
what are we
yeah.
seeing? They're like, look at it. Yeah, make sure you zoom in so they can see me flexing my muscles.
Pectoral muscles and hold it for a count of 1 1,000. Again,
I don't know if I've ever heard of somebody that age say 1/1000.
this exercise works the pectoral muscles, works the muscles of the back, the latissimus dorsi. It works the entire upper body. But the secret is internal resistance. The next tiger move is the shoulder roll. Bring the arms up so that the forearms are one above the other. Fists are clenched.
What is that behind?
Bring
Looks
the
like a
arms
white screen
back
with lights
slowly
on?
with tension.
I got you.
Yeah, that's definitely not post production. That's like I said previously. I think a lot of
it's in a
this was
studio,
recorded
yeah.
in some sort of public access studio.
And bring the fists so that the palms are forward. come forward, turning the fists in to the same position. This exercise is for the shoulder muscles.
So you're just hugging yourself?
For the deltoids.
Yeah. But you're not listening. Great internal resistance.
Great
you just like grit your teeth and move your arms back and forth.
Make your neck do
Yeah.
thing,
That can't be good for you. And also, something just struck me.
What's that?
That we've been watching McSweeney for a long time now, and now that he's doing this, there's a part of me that's like, you know what, I've had enough of this guy.
Well, I almost feel as though we've been groomed.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I'm starting to be like,
he promised us
baby.
fighting and guns, and
Yeah.
now it's him with the shirt
yeah.
off.
And then at the end, he's like,
look at these nipples.
"What's up? Check this. We're gonna zoom in on my nipples."
Look at my nipples and my belly button. And my upper thigh.
When you come forward, hold the count for 1/1000 to flex the pectorals. Come back slowly with great tension. Flex the back muscles for 1/1000.
He's going to hit us again.
Come forward with tension as you exhale.
He's
The
gonna turn
object is to
around and
develop
show
the
us his back.
deltoid muscles of the shoulder, which are these muscles right here.
He's milking
Do
this
that
one
by
hard.
rolling forward slowly with tension
Can't wait
so
till the
you
belly
feel
rolls.
it in that muscle. The secret of tiger moves is to think into the muscle you're going to work. Even though I'm working forearms and pectorals and back, I'm thinking into the deltoid muscles of the shoulder so that I'll make those shoulder muscles grow, that the fibers in the muscles will grow.
I'm not commenting overly, but if I had to pick a part of this photograph, this still image of this guy, and you're like, what do you think's super strong on this guy? Shoulders doesn't come up.
No. What does, though?
Biceps a little bit.
Yeah, I
and
was
his
about to say,
forearms.
he's got a little bit of a bicep cut there.
His forearms are jacked, but who knows how he got there.
That's not a...
That's an after
That's
hours
not a
training.
necessarily indicator of training. Especially if one's way
Now, the
more
breathing
jacked.
in and breathing out is very important because the oxygen
And he's clearly left-handed.
brings the nutrients to the body through the blood. Try to breathe low in the diaphragm area. Breathe from here, not high.
Look at those hairs shining.
Side view,
You knew it.
I
knew it.
told you.
Side, never going to close.
flex
up.
back,
Come on. Where's my
roll
close
that
up?
shoulder muscle. This is the muscle we're working on now, the deltoid muscle of the
Okay,
shoulder.
John. It give you a real aggressive look. Dude. Like,
Feel it at all if you do that? All right, hold on. You got to think about your delta.
Come back with great tension as you inhale. Flex. Come forward with great tension as you
it's
exhale.
the concept
and
that
flex.
bodybuilders use, like when they're doing their posing routine.
Yeah.
You know, like if you flex with great tension.
That
the
is
whole
the
time,
shoulder
it's a
roll.
workout. He's not.
The third tiger move
No, it
is
came
the
from
wrist
something.
twist.
What he's
Step
telling you
forward
is
this
not
time
wrong.
with
It's
right
just
leg
absurd.
leading.
His delivery method.
No,
Hands are in
definitely.
fists. The fists are back to back. Arms are straight. Come back with the arms. Keep the arms down. Turn the hands out. Lock the back. Come forward with tension. Notice how the wrists turn until the original position.
That's just
I don't wanna
that's
yeah.
a modified version of something you do with weights.
Yeah, and this is also bodybuilder posing at
Yeah,
this
for
point.
sure.
Like, you are correct about that. And I don't want to speculate, but probably John McSweeney, he may have beef with how bodybuilders exercise, but I feel like he's been to a few bodybuilding
Are you
competitions.
kidding? He's a judge,
He's watching it.
certified
Yeah,
judge.
he's watching them.
He's watching bodybuilders.
is reached.
And in his head, that's what he looks like.
In his head,
Back
he's
again,
an amateur.
slowly
Yeah.
turning the hands out. Flex and hold. Come forward with tension. Slowly turning the wrist. The secret of this exercise is in the wrist twist.
What was
Turning
that?
of the wrist
Wait,
all the way
rewind.
back,
Oh,
coming forward and all the way in.
I didn't want to
Flex
see that
slowly.
transition.
they just dropped that on
He's
us.
talking about a wrist roll, and this is the best perspective.
Yeah,
right
and
here. There's no teaching perspective,
They just dropped it on us like that.
and we're just watching. Here's
yeah.
we've been getting groomed
This whole
for
time,
almost
for
2
3
hours now.
Yeah, and in our world for
A
like
month.
2 months.
Back again, slowly turning the hands out. Flex and hold. Come forward with tension.
Dude.
Slowly turning the wrist. The secret of this exercise is in the wrist twist. Turning of the wrist all the way back and coming forward and all the way in flexes the triceps muscle. This is the muscle of the upper arm that
Popping
we're
that
working right now.
tricep, baby.
Now, the beauty of tiger moves is that you get a full range of motion. You also get a full expansion and contraction of opposing muscle structure. Inhale on the way back, hold, come forward as you exhale. Keep the arms down, don't bring the arms up. Again, come forward with tension, twist that wrist,
This is
and feel it in the triceps muscles. Think into those muscles. Hold,
so good.
come forward with great tension. Feel the tension in the triceps muscles. Now come back.
Why do they keep doing that?
Out. The hands open up. Hold. The arms come in. The wrists turn.
You to be mature.
The original
just watch the
position.
wrists.
No.
The next tiger move is a high reach.
We're almost at the point where we could take a break, and
Okay.
I am like flabbergasted.
Take a break
I'm
and
flabbergasted.
talk about what we've seen.
Yeah, because I really thought, I was like, well, there's only so much of this video left. Everything is more ridiculously.
There's 7 tiger moves. We're on 4.
Right, that's what I'm saying. We haven't even gotten to the belly dancing inspired tiger moves. I need a break. I'm sure we all do. Enjoy whatever this is at the break, and we'll be right back.
So here's to the man who taught me how to fight. Through throat strikes and sucker punches, under flickering lights, to point shooting precision and blades that always sing. The art of self-defense became my everything.
It did just hit me though that I'm very close to having had enough of this guy.
Yeah, well, we got 3 more tiger moves. And then we can
I do. We're back. I did want to mention that this may just end up being a shorter episode because I don't have anything to follow this up with, and the whole point of today's episode is definitely
to get into the tiger moves.
Yeah, well, and to, just we gotta finish McSweeney. We've been here for so long.
Through, then we can kind of do a little reset action and go for some new content.
Yeah, and then the next week, poor McSweeney will be gone. It was bittersweet initially, but he's zoomed in on his nipples and his crotch so many times. I'm like, all right, get this guy out of here.
Well, it's just he's doing it on purpose at this point. Now he's about to hit us with a high reach. He knows where this is going to go.
Stand with the feet side by side. Bring one hand up, then the other. Continue moving the hands up one at a time. Now, don't make this a yawning stretch. Use
He doesn't like a
tension.
yawning stretch. He's already said that several times.
Try to reach for the stars.
He's got convictions.
Reach as high as you can. With tension. Great tension.
Probably several types.
Exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way down.
He might be registered somewhere.
This works the latissimus dorsi muscles of the back.
Does it?
It also works the trapezius muscles of the high back and the neck. This helps you from getting neck cramps. It builds the size of the neck itself, strengthens it.
This music does
It also
make it
aligns the
more
spinal
enjoyable.
column.
It's so much better.
By reaching high,
I'm less fed up with his short.
it helps to keep you stand straight.
The music,
Tall.
the music brings
Great
you
tension as you
into
reach
it.
from
You know what I mean?
side to
It makes
side.
it makes it make
Next
more
tiger
sense.
move is the pull down. Start with the legs side by side in a natural standing position. One arm comes down as the other is up. Pull the arms down alternately.
Are we doing the bushwhacker?
Flex the pectoral
I'm not
muscles.
sure
We're
what's
working
going
now the inner pecs. We're
Here
working
comes
the
the zoom
biceps
in.
and the
It's coming.
forearms. So put tension. Think into these muscles. Think into those inner pecs as you come down.
Definitely.
Think into the biceps and the forearms. Again, great tension. Come down near the center line. Don't come down the side or you will not work this muscle group. Come down the center line. That's important. Think into the muscle group, the inner pecs.
I
Breathe
just
out.
have so little to
Breathe
say
in.
about
Well,
Than
what
you
else can
were.
you say? I mean, he's literally just wanting us to watch him with his shirt
He
off.
did.
That's it.
Like you said during the break, that clearly what's going on here is this was all a long con
to make us watch him with the shirt off.
Make him watch him stand around. And the time period be damned. He's in his underwear.
It's the longest segment.
Yeah.
It's the longest segment. And there were segments about defending yourself, about physically attacking people, about using weapons, about cleaning weapons. The longest segment is him with his shirt off doing 7 different tiger moves.
Well, also, though, I will say time-wise, it's not the longest segment, but boy, it is. We have had to stop it several times to just collect ourselves at this point.
I mean, I feel like it may be the longest segment as far as not reused footage. The other ones were
move
reused.
That microphone down closer to your mouth there. Yeah, there you go.
Like, they're literally in the other ones reusing footage from, he's the same attack.
Right,
with
yeah,
the
over
tire
and over
iron,
and over.
Right,
No, as far as focus is concerned,
this
has been the most, there's no Paul, there's no...
It's just...
How's how to use it in real life? Here's how to clean your gun. He's just like, check me out. I don't have any clothes on, which is a bold move.
And my socks are awesome.
Weird, yeah. And I stole these shoes from a hobo. Clearly took these shoes from a man who was asleep on a train.
He's shaking it. Watch him shake with the tension.
That's how you get strong.
Next tiger move.
All right, here we're getting into the
stomach
belly
roll.
dancing inspired.
This is designed
I'm
to
assuming.
strengthen abdominal muscles. Flex and roll down. Bring the muscles up.
What is he doing?
But what's
Flex and
actually
force the
happening
stomach
here?
muscles, abdominal muscles
He's
down.
flexing his abs, but he doesn't have any,
Roll
so
them up.
you can't see what's happening.
Force them down. Bring them up. Exhale on the way down.
Do yourself.
Inhale on the way up. You can inhale and exhale using both nose and mouth. Flex.
It's almost like doing a
force it down.
standing sit-up, you know what I mean?
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the majority of excess fat in the male is usually in the stomach, abdominal area. The
finger in
female,
your
it's
belly
usually
button.
The excess is in the thighs and the buttocks. So men have a tough job keeping their stomachs flat.
He's like, ew, women.
Yeah, gross. That's the only time he's ever mentioned. Well, besides the one that got blarneyed.
Yeah,
because their black belt didn't work.
Women who have black belts are constantly getting blarneyed by
because this is competition karate they're learning. It's not a kata.
Yeah. Oh my god. This has
This
has been way too much of my life at this point.
We thought about it too much.
We've talked about it too much. We have been texting each other all week, like, hell yeah, dude, it's Saturday. It's time to record.
We're just watching the 60-year-old man with his shirt off.
Yeah,
and boxers.
It was kind of fun earlier, and I'm not.
Now I'm feeling like I got set up.
Yeah, and again, I didn't see this. Nor I do show setup videos for quick reactions, but
of course, but this is not one.
I had no idea.
Some excess fat. Dieting to an extreme is not good. And if you do have a little excess fat, it's going to be in the stomach
I'm
area,
on it.
especially as you get older. You're going to notice that great athletes, boxers, wrestlers, football
That
players
should be perfect.
have large waists. They don't have a
Nobody
slim
wants to
waist like a
miss
bodybuilder.
this.
They have a
I'm
thick
sure
waist
everyone's
because
still
that's the center
watching.
power.
Of
You have
course.
to have a strong waist.
Who would want to?
You don't
Who wouldn't
want
wanna
a
watch this?
small
I'm gonna go
waist
home and watch
that
it
can't
again.
support the upper structure. At the same time, you don't want a waist with a big bulge. So you do fight the battle of the bulge. This exercise now from the side, I push
Love you
down
flex his triceps.
and roll up. I flex down, roll up. Exhale down, inhale up.
He's singing
The
the
last
song.
tiger move is a knee bend.
The knee bend.
Stand with the
baby.
feet side by side, pull the arms to the side, and flex the muscles of the upper leg, the quadriceps and the hamstrings.
Oh, show him, John
Move up.
boy.
Exhale on the way down.
I haven't seen it. Prediction: there's about to be a diabolical Zoom coming. There is a Zoom coming that is going to shut down.
They won't dare.
Inhale on the way up. Use great tension.
Oh, they're gonna
Act as if you have a 200
No,
pound
there's
weight
a-
on your shoulders.
There's
and
a
you're lifting it
Zoom
up
coming
with
that's
your
going to
legs.
be bonkers.
The secret is tension. This is not just a knee bend. It's a half knee bend. It's not a deep knee bend, which hyperextends and harms the knee joints. Only a half knee bend, so you don't harm those joints. With tension, come up with tension.
What
hold
am I
when you're
doing
up,
with my life?
down with
No,
tension,
but continue.
hold
No,
to
I
the
wanna
count
keep
of
going.
1,000. Come up. Hold. Come down. There's a weight on your back and your shoulders. Use
That
tension.
is so gratuitous right now.
Think into those thigh muscles, the quadriceps, the
Thinking
hamstrings.
into those thigh
Think to
muscles.
the knee
It's gonna
joint.
come. We're gonna get it again.
Oh, he's gonna show us one more time at least. Oh,
In addition
man.
to these exercises, the knee bend, to
Oh,
develop the legs.
I told you. I knew
no, you
Walking
called
is
it.
the
one of the
worst
best exercises
Zoom
all
of
around.
the program was coming.
Especially develops the legs.
Is this number 6 or
keeps
number
excess
7?
fat off the abdomen.
I don't
develops
know.
digestion, cardiovascular system. So I recommend that you also do a lot of walking.
He's slapping his thigh right.
To be fair, I feel like I've been like disassociating a lot during this. Like I've like checked out a few times during this. Like what? You're like, what number Tiger move is this? I don't know. Too many. It's
getting weird.
It's been going on way too long. All right, we're within the final minutes of McSweeney.
I don't recommend too much running because it's very jarring on the body. But walking combined with these knee bends will work the leg structure and give you a balanced physique. You've just learned in this tape 3 critical areas of life and self-defense.
Here we go.
1, how to build a strong, healthy body.
Nice.
And how to keep it strong and healthy throughout your life.
Of course.
Tiger Moves will do that. 2, how to defend yourself unarmed using powerful strikes of the hands, elbows, and knees.
Let the man
These are
finish.
knockout strikes. They're designed to drop someone in his tracks, but they don't come by magic. You have to practice these strikes. You must practice them daily until you learn them, and then
don't come by
throughout
magic.
life you must do them at least twice a week, 15 minutes at a time. You must do the entire 9 power strikes. You've learned how to handle a knife and a handgun. You should practice with the knife on a once-a-week basis for maybe 10 minutes. The moves are simple. The handgun requires mirror training and live firing at least once a month for the first year. You should fire once a month 100 rounds at least, and do 15 minutes of mirror training at least once a week. Now, after you've trained yourself in handgun combat shooting, it's easy to maintain the point shooting ability. Use the mirror training twice a year for 15 minutes at a session. Use the live firing 3 times a year, 100 to 200 rounds at a
They're
session.
getting a slow zoom, which I like.
By following McSweeney's
Yeah,
self-defense, you're going to be able to maintain a strong, healthy body and to protect it throughout your entire lifespan, or until you become disabled or fragile and weak. And that can happen to all of us, and that's when you need the weapons to protect yourself if the circumstances require it.
He's not wrong.
I'll leave you with one thought.
Okay.
It pertains to nations, it pertains to the individual. First a warrior, or all else is folly.
Damn.
That was the whole message. First a warrior or all else is folly. I'm get that tattooed on my chest. Is there a credits? There we go.
Nope, I think that's it.
Oh. Special thanks to Paul.
Oh, wait, okay, we got credits
Ooh,
here.
Alan Lusk
Okay, hold on.
produced this.
We're going to find out about Paul, I think. Here we go.
Directors. 3 directors. Wow.
That seems excessive.
No special thanks to Paul.
Nothing else? Is that it? Those are all the credits? What about your boy who was at the bar, who was going to bust you up all over the bar? Yeah, that's it.
Dang, John. A little disappointing. I feel like you kind of used Paul to get us to pull us in to watch you and your nipples.
No, I think that seemed to be exactly what was going on there.
McSweeney got us.
Man.
He got us 35 years later. He's been dead for 20 years, and he still got us to watch his nipples.
He did. He was like, "This is how you train."
The gift that keeps on giving, though.
Boy, that what joy he must have had in his life to know that he taught you how to defend yourself and he taught you how to be strong. But more than anything,
He got you to look at his nipples.
he got you to stare at his nipples.
He got you to watch his dog and pony show for an hour and 40 minutes.
Oh
and
my
then
God! No,
you
2
watched his
hours.
nipple.
No, 2 hours. That video is an hour and 59 minutes and some seconds.
What I'm saying, hour and 40
Yeah.
of his dog and
yeah,
pony
yeah,
show,
yeah.
and then 20 of nipples.
Yeah, no, and the diabolical zooming.
The gratuitous close-ups on his bulge, his socks.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I mean, I think that
There's no reason to do any more of this episode. I think that we have earned a short episode due to the
amount of McSweeney.
we have consumed
We've been
more McSweeney.
McSwindled here and, and had to watch his McNipples for 20 minutes.
and see his McWeenie. So McSweeney's weenie. But yeah, I think that's all I got. Unless you got something specific you really need to get off your chest.
Nah, not today.
All right, so stay out of the water and
I'm Josh East Graham.
don't get blarneyed. Peace.
It started with a steady stance, feet planted firm on the ground. A calm hand, a sharper blade, where survival's truth is found. From shadowed bars to neon streets, lessons carved in stone. Each move a dance, each strike a chance to claim the world my own. And though the bruises fade away, the wisdom still remains. In every punch and tiger move, I've conquered doubt and pain. So here's to the man who taught me how to fight. Through throat strikes and sucker punches, under flickering lights, to point shooting precision and blades that always sing. The art of self-defense became my everything. The rhythm of a barroom brawl, the chaos I've embraced. 1,000 tiny victories etched into time and space. And Paul was there, a steady hand, a shadow in the fray. A quiet word, a knowing glance, to guide me through the day. And though the echoes call me back to halls of sweat and steel, it's not the moves, it's what I proved that made it all so real. So here's to the man who taught me how to fight. Through throat strikes and sucker punches, under flickering lights, to point shooting precision and blades they always sing. The art of self-defense became my everything. Through tiger moves I found my breath, the center in the storm. A power born of chaos in a world that won't conform. And somewhere in the distance, Paul is standing there, a witness to the rise and fall of lessons we once shared. So now I face the open road, my hands are steady too. The lessons live inside of me, John and Paul, it's thanks to you. The world's a stage, the fight's the play, and though I bow today, the moves you taught will always be my saving tiger's way.